Hello, everybody. My name is TC, and today we're absolutely going to be reviewing all of the comics of Strawberry Jelly. So, we seem to scroll all the way down into the bottom, and it contains for some Cookie Run content. So, we probably never look around in this one, so let's review all of them at 3 times. It's going to get away for just like that. But even though there must be juices whenever that I just actually sing this already. So there must be a lot of them. And we're going to be starting with the first post. But before we're going to be started around here, he got fired from work that my father lost his job, whenever it is. So she has 10 followers, or she has 10 following from some viewers, and almost 30 followers. This is absolutely says, cookies are boring, but I can install upgrades. Strawberry Crepe. The main account was the Frog Boy, was being terminated for a long time forever. It won't be going to be fine to see this anymore. Unless it was still stands today until further termination. Of course, let's discover everything around here, starting with this comic. So, this is not absolutely for the good news, and it won't be going to get something so much well. So, it doesn't able to be loading around here for this one. I guess this is actually a bad news around here, so I put around 4 tabs around here in this thing, whatever it does. As we'll be seeing around here, everything isn't going to be loaded perfectly. This will be taking for a lot of minutes, and this is absolutely causing it for 2 hours late. I should be able to continue this video for a while, and because I definitely confused from my speaking words to do this. Let's start out with this one that says who makes Sneak sad, that posted on April 13th of 2023, that almost of closing time as well. We think this is actually going to be starting with Longan Dragon Cookie. But even though this is absolutely could be even worse, that I'm not absolutely going to be witnessed. So let's move on to another one that says around here, Stardust Stories Part 1. He says around here that says, because of their children like those things as well. This is Stardust Cookie, but anybody as well could be Milky Way, Strawberry Crepe, Poison Mushroom, and Sorbet Shark. That he tells the story around here. He's using his alt account, but I'm pretty sure it's using her alt account, but I'm probably sure that he'll be thinking around here he is. So, he says once there's an elephant who didn't like ice cream because it was too cold, that causing it sick and being infected by something stupid, he put up his microwave and ate like soup. It spilled down his chin and made a mess. No more ice cream for that elephant, I guess. And that means that causes a little bit of chaos. Moving up here to this one, some scenes like this. So, she jumps on to the mushroom and bounces like becoming bigger jelly that says bouncy shroomies, she said. This is eventually could be Lilybell Cookie jumping something like that fun. There's a Timekeeper Cookie, and Hanabero Cookie was absolutely doing for this something as well. She controls the cannon, and the Hanabero Cookie shot out of the cannon. That completely worked as well, she says. Alright, this is not funny a little bit for one thing. This isn't already going to be to do this. But I know this is some kind of a little bit weird. So moving on to the next one. could be even necessary is some more scenes. She jumped on into the cube and playing for this music instrument as well. But meanwhile, that sometimes as well, they playing music still with Monterey Cookie. But even sometime later, they give them with a hug with Lobster Cookie. It's shared on April 21st of 2023. I never guessed this is actually wrecked. So moving on to the next one. They're on Friday Night Funkin'. I don't like that. This is probably a little bit terrible that I just witnessed nothing to see around here. So, Peppercorn Cookie had just fight her down. But even though Centipede Cookie was eventually in trouble, keeping beating her down, but I wouldn't believe that Peppercorn wins. This is too easy, said Peppercorn Cookie. Maybe next time I'll win, said Centipede Cookie. So, this is the title, and posted on April 29th of 2023. This is where I moved into a new house for something a little bit bigger. And the next scene, or like this comic post, he really tied in for this title. You try your best, you don't succeed, long stars playing. That's said into the description. It was the same day that it eventually posts. Okay, you can do this. Excuse me, can I have your wallet? He tries to hand off the wallet, and he doesn't understand what he was talking from. But unfortunately, he suffered without this thing as well, because his confusion and a little bit careless. So another one, she asked for lilac cookie. So that when it's absolutely being said that she was completely bored, unless lilac cookie was asleep, and probably that she yells of prank whenever that she does. She yells for 7 a.m. in the morning, but that doesn't actually work. But another one, this could be for like anything around here about herself. Even that there must be for something like that. So, it posted on June 12th of 2023 that she says gonna be high around here for this one. The nicknames for everyone in the date for a 1-year-old woman. The cool man, old woman, shroomy guy over here, the emo, the best inventor, rag cookie. There are the faces of strawberry crepe. There's more like the dark choco cookie. There's liquor cookie, poison mushroom cookie, pomegranate, red velvet, and white lily. Things I like: inventing waffle bots and the crepe arm. That could be for this channel like anything. So that's all. And also take this. This must be Red Velvet Cookie, who loves cake hounds. Even though that he started to get a little bit lazy, of course. So moving on to the next one, it's Red Velvet's dog Chiffon. But it turns into a cookie like this. This is absolutely a shortcake. But even though, not a che form, or a chiffon. Even though, this won't look like this anyway. It does look like a shortcake that is absolutely going to be changing your name. And that doesn't gonna be able to make any sense over here. So let's move on to another one, but sometimes that says making cloning to get for hundreds. Cloning strawberry crepes could be everywhere around here for something as well. There's a lot of cloning strawberry crepes. They were everywhere. However, anything is going to be a little bit for one thing. And there is absolutely pretty terrible one. the Pride Juices is not a juice. We think this is actually going to be a legal product around here for this one. So this is not actually real because there is anything that nobody is absolutely seeing this on the internet, but not on the real life as well. So the first Pride Juice month, or like anything around here for this one. So this is absolutely a little bit bad feeling around here that we won't actually going to be sipping this out for some juices or whatever it does. Meanwhile, for some kind of summer reasons, that says going on vacation with sorbet shark, strawberry, mango, gingerbread, and pancake. And even though there's the art from her gallery on Cookie Run Fandom, be back in a week and I will update how I'm just going to do this for this one. Now, she's taking a whole summer that they would spend time with anybody else instead of families. So let's move on to another one that eventually, I'm not very sure, he kept looking on him and kicked out or punched him in the sky to flying all the way around here that says getting rid of the stalkers. So that is the Strawberry Guides for something kind of unknown reasons. So one more before I'm just gonna be moving into the next clip. Never lettering custard near the chicken again. But even though this is not actually going to be look like this anyway, that currently what's happening in the hotel also based on the funny butter. So let's move on for a little bit for one thing. I can't believe that Onion Cookie was being driving a vehicle. I cannot being explained around here that I just going to be find out what is actually. The passengers are gingerbread, strawberry crepe, and sorbet shark, but I'm not very sure there weren't like adults. She was too young to drive around here, but I cannot believe this won't be necessary as well. Especially currently in jail for this time. That says we got in jail, nobody talks around here. Even for some 5 friends like gingerbread, sorbet shark, mango cookie, onion cookie, and strawberry crepe. But there is a little bit one, they just beating up each other, and they goes for some crazy moments like the worst. But even though they have break free, currently on the Red Velvet Dragon, breaks free, all the children have went out of jail and they have started to get on the run by the United States government. Alright, that would be so much worse that they going to be targeted by something else. A lot of police is going to pursue that dragon down before the dragon was defeated, that the children have gone freedom, like what it was. So another one that eventually that is seen for this one. This is a little bit weird, but it's nothing a little bit good around here for this something as well. She was dragged and fell off and cries for broken spines of a little bit for her bones. So she definitely seen pomegranate cookies. This is absolutely a little bit worse. Oh gosh. She definitely almost died around here, that I never believed that we seen this. But eventually, this wouldn't be look like that anywhere. She made a friend, that she built a friend for this one, that she was very lonely. And this is what we called, that name is Red Velvet Crepe. This is absolutely a little bit worse, that I cannot believe that the robot's name. So, it was built for the first ever robot friend on these comic histories that never to be exist. But there's a pup here for this egg dog. But look like the cake hounds are absolutely doing like this ever since. Because they have found in this for the red velvet cookie gallery. And there is a little bit for one thing as well. She explodes the pipe bomb and she's eventually back home. And then this is absolutely that terrible things happened of a little bit for one thing. I have already seen this when I was back on these previous videos. But of course, or like anything, but of course, this is absolutely a good thing around here because this is absolutely for the higher rates that pure vanilla cookie could be the most top rated around here, but I'm not very sure the consist or like the votes have pretty topped off. Ginger Brave, that's a good thing that you're not on the list. Also, Old Man is a good thing for you because people are all willing to try to use that even for the most because of you're loved by a bunch of people. So this is a little bit good, and there is one more. This is the last comic post that posted on July 3rd of 2023 at 8:37 a.m. So this is the last one that whoever posted around here before we're gonna be end of this video. So that was everything around here on her profile for this one. If you're gonna be checking out of this one, you may not absolutely going to check out a little bit as well until complete account termination. So the main website is gonna be linked in the description below, and you'll be checking out more comics to browse with anything you want, except for Friday Night Funkin', Alphabet Lore, even more like Battle for Dream Island, and many more like Dandy's World, the Chicken Nugget stuff, and many more for some sort of like this. Go to Puyo Puyo Comic Studio. Have some fun. And yes, thanks for watching, and I'll be see you next time, Comic Studio users. And I'll be see you around here all later around here, and I'm gonna be signing off.